Welcome to my YouTube channel. Just to kind of introduce myself and give you an idea of what to expect on this channel. My name is Allison and I have a small business called Feelin' Funky Co. I started my business in June of 2023, so it's been a year and a half. Having my hobbies turn into a small business that just brings me so much passion, lets me be creative, and lets me connect with people. It really has just been such a bright spot in my life. In my small business, I make different crochet items. I also do art, so I sell some original paintings. I like paint on glass. I have art prints. I sometimes get my art on like tote bags and bookmarks and stickers, stuff like that. And then I also have been getting into selling crochet patterns, like PDF patterns. I've been really thinking about what it means to like expand and like diversify my business. So recently I got into making candles, which was fun. Took those to a recent market and they did really well. And YouTube. Yeah, thank you for having me at the YouTube party. And I hope that I was invited to the party and that I can sit down. And if not, I hope you don't kick me out of the party because I'd love to be here. So I thank you, and it's so great to be here at the YouTube party. Thank you. So this video that you're about to watch, that you're already watching, is going to be a little vlog of me prepping for and attending a craft fair this fall. It's called the Festival of Leaves. I'm gonna stop yapping and let past me yap at you instead. Okay. Hi, so I think this is gonna be the first clip of the video, which is gonna be prepping for a fall festival. I just had one a couple days ago. It's Monday right now, and the next market is on Saturday, and my last one was last Saturday. I still have plenty of like bookmarks, stickers, keychains, tote bags. I still have plenty of my like regular like classic crochet bandanas. I have some candles left. I want to make a few more. I have plenty of painted glass. What I need to make more of this week, I sold almost all of my crochet bags, which is amazing. Those are some of my more like pricey items. I also sold quite a few plushies that were not bees. I think I'm gonna be okay, but I really need to like be focused this week and not do anything but crochet bags, plushies, oh, and dragonfly bandanas. But let me show you all the granny squares that I've made. All right, I made these granny squares. This is 13 of them for a patchwork granny square bag. These are the sunburst design. This bag got a lot of attention. I had this exact one at the market last week. I made these 3 granny squares as well out of this yarn, which I think is just gorgeous. It is from Joann. Yeah, so here's my 4, 5 plus 13 is, oh god, 18, 19, 20, 21. So I made 21 granny squares. Granny squares. I'm making granny squares this evening. I've made this many. This is 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. And then I'm gonna make a couple of blue ones. And that will be all that I need for a bag. You need 13 for the style of patchwork bag that I make. All right, so it's 2 days before the craft fair and I'm prepping a bunch of bags. This is how one of the patchwork granny square bags looks like. Halfway through, it looks like nothing. Okay, so I'm prepping some plushies. I just had a funny observation. So the chickens without the beak or the red part on the top look like Mr. Krabs without a shell. I'm gonna make a bunch of plushies for the rest of the day. Just sort of like batch prepping some plushies. The gang's all here. Tag yourself, I'm this one. All right, I want to show you everything that I made here today. These are all making me laugh, lined up like this. Made 2 chickens. Make sure you don't look them in the eye. We have 4 whales and 2 of these little octopuses. So made all these little plushies today. And then we finished off these 2 patchwork bags. I made this one yesterday and this one yesterday. So the last couple days have been pretty productive for the market upcoming. We are also working on candles. We're trying to make 25 candles here so that we have 5 of each scent. My husband is helping me, which I really appreciate. So I have my little station here, my scents, and yeah, we just have a little our little system going here to make these candles. They smell really good, but I will say that all the scents at one time, it feels a little bit like evil Bath and Body Works in here. All right, it is the night before the craft fair. It is also almost 11 o'clock, so I really need to go to bed, but I was just finishing up some last minute candles. These ones had some imperfections on the top, so I just had to like pour some last wax on them. So that'll be full. I have 2 full boxes of candles, which is really good. That was my goal. I just finished painting this and this little cutie for one of the velvet frames. I'm proud of the amount of crochet I was able to get done. Got some octopuses, a little goldfish, a big chicken, some smaller chickens, some whales, some ducks. Have a little stack of bandanas and coasters that I finished this week. This that I've had for a while, I'm taking it tomorrow. Got some bags here. I have a couple of bags here. Some more bandanas, a little tomato pouch. I love that. Just some little stuff like some scrunchies. And then I still have an entire laundry basket full of crochet in the car. I also have some extra plants. I think I have 6 here. And then a couple of keychains. Hi, it is the morning of the festival. I'm super excited. We have all the stuff in the car. To be honest, we didn't take the stuff out of the car from last week. We just left it in the car. I'm gonna put on some mascara and talk to you about this festival a little bit. So this is called the Festival of Leaves. This was the first craft fair that I've ever done last year. So, yeah, I really like this one. It's in my hometown. And so a lot of people that I know, I see there, whether they've come to say hi to me or they're just like at the festival. I think I have a pretty good spot this year. Last year, so there's like the main street, and then there's like a side street, but it's not like if you're on the side street it's a bad spot because everybody walks down the side street too. But I was like kind of like on the middle towards the end of the side street, so it was a good spot because there's not really a bad spot, but it wasn't like the best spot, if you get what I'm saying. I'm on the side street, but I am like 15 vendor spaces above where I was last time, which I'm like calculating that in my head, and I think I'm almost at the main street. So I think I'm like at the intersection where all the food trucks are, which is like prime spot. So I think that's the case, but we'll see obviously when I get there. I am in the car working on a last minute few daisy coasters. All right, so confirmed, I do have a good spot. We just rode past the spot and then we couldn't reverse because there's people behind us. So we're making our second loop, but it's a pretty good spot.
We're here.
Yay.
Got our spot.
Also having my tea with my little Doppio bunny cup. The best coffee in the whole world without any competition. about 3 hours left of the festival, so I've been here for a while. I haven't been able to do a lot of updates because I've just been really busy. I had a little fiasco where my card reader wasn't working and I was having like a little bit of a panic. But I finally got it up and working again, so hopefully that's fine. I don't know, but it's going really well. I think that my best sellers today are the plushies, of course. The tote bags are doing well, which I love. And then candles is one of my top things today. Then coasters always do well, but sold quite a few candles, so that's really exciting. But I love being out here. Seen a lot of people that I know, which has been really sweet that they've come out to support and just say hi. So if you know me and you came here today, I appreciate you and thanks for coming to say hi. But yeah, it's going pretty good. I'll give you a little booth tour to show you how things are. Hi, welcome to my crib. If you come this way, you see we have some stickers, we have our bookmarks. Loving these. And then if you come this way, we have a little display. Think about if this was on your coffee table. That would be so fun. Yay! Alright, and if we come down here, we have some coasters, some plant pots. I sold a few of these today. Alright, coming around this way. And as you see here, we have our lovely wall hangings. And then have these little tote bags hanging here and some of these prints. These are available not in the frame, but I have the prints over here. So you can just kind of like shuffle through and get some prints. Cute. We have some original paintings here. I don't think I've sold any of the original paintings today, but whatever I don't sell, my plan is to put it all on Etsy. Alright, next I want to show you my front desk. I love this front desk. Last time I felt like I was like standing in the middle, like packing things like over the stuff, which I didn't like. Let me fix this. Which I did not like, and so I like how I can have this and then I can stand behind there, and then if there's a little line, I'm not like awkwardly standing in the middle feeling like and so we come over here, we have the little plushies. I've sold quite a few of these today, which is really fun. So we have some bees left, a couple whales, a little octopus, some little octopus, but all of the, I guess, the Pop-Tart, let's see, what else? Big chicken, small chicken.
All the ducks are gone.
Goldfish, yeah. So doing pretty good with those. Coming around here, some prints. These have done pretty good today, so that's fun. And I will say that these bandanas are not selling as much as the dragonfly bandanas. So those are the moment today, I suppose. And then some candles. I'll show you all my scents. So we have Let's Stay Home, which is lavender and vanilla. You gonna smell it? But I have wooden wicks for these, which I really like. And they last a little bit longer if you have wooden wicks. I've had quite the time figuring out the exact wick that works good for this size of candle, but these do melt all the way to the edge. So we have Fun and Fruity. This one smells like Fruit Loops. We have Mahogany Teak Wood. This smells like kind of like men's cologne. And then lastly, we have Pumpkin Chai. This one smells like pumpkin chai. And then we only have one more of the Saltaire and Sandalwood, and it smells good, so I'm not surprised this one sold quickly. And then lastly, we'll show you, we have some crochet bags left. I made a bunch of these this week, so have a good amount of these left. And then the tote bags have been selling pretty good today. So that's the tour of the booth. And there's my dad. You have to wave and be very happy. Yeah, here it is. It's a great day. The weather's good. There's a place I can go wash my hands over there, which has been really good. And we're feeling great.
Alright.
We're feeling amazing. And above all, we're feeling funky. Alright, so this is a little festival recap. I was able to film a little bit when I was at the festival, but wasn't able to like sit down and like tell you how everything was going step by step because I had a lot of people coming to see me. I was pretty busy all day, which I'm so grateful for. So I thought I would do a little recap video. Overall, I feel like this festival went really well. I feel really grateful for everybody who came out to support, whether I knew you or I didn't know you and you just came to support anyway. I'm just so grateful for all the support. It means a lot to me. Other small business owners might be able to relate who sell online. So in my business, I have an Etsy store and I do social media and stuff like that. So I'm not connecting with people in person all the time. To go to an in-person event and be able to like see like a lot of my stuff out at once and then have people coming to look at it and we're like talking and then they're interested in buying it and like supporting me. It really does feel like this surreal experience. This is literally like my Super Bowl of the year whenever I get to go to these things. I had a really good spot at the festival, which was great. I know I mentioned this in the video, but I was up a lot of vendor spots from where I was last year at the festival. So I feel like I had a good spot. I was like off the main street, like kind of in this like more of like an intersection area. So I feel like I had a good spot with a lot of foot traffic, which was great. I did have one hiccup in the middle when I was like freaking out a little bit, maybe a little bit more than a little bit. Halfway through the festival, my Square reader, which I use for card payments, and my Venmo both stopped working, which are the only two non-cash payment options that I have. Literally in the middle of like checking someone out, someone that I knew that came to support, which was so sweet, and in the middle of it I'm like, okay, we're gonna do like cash, card, or Venmo, and then she had a card, and we're trying to swipe her card. My reader is just like not working, and I'm like, okay, that's fine, so we can do Venmo, or if you have cash. She didn't have any cash. Most people don't, and that's why I want to offer these other two payment options. But then I started trying to get my Venmo to load, and it wouldn't even load for her to be able to like scan the QR code. I told her my Venmo name and I wouldn't pop up, and I was just like, okay. Yay. So thankfully I knew this person, and so I was like, look, if you just want to Venmo me when you get where you're going, that's totally fine. Like, I trust you, which I did, and then she ended up Venmoing me later. The story does not stop there with the card payment issue. For the next like 45, 50 like minutes to an hour, the card reader was giving me problems. My Venmo wouldn't load. So I was telling some people like I can only do cash right now, and some people had cash, and then other people only had a card. And so what I was doing, it was really chaotic. I would like run across the street, get my Square to load, and then I would come back, and then it would work for a moment, but then it would take forever for the payment to actually process. So people would have to like walk away while the payment was processing, but then it would go through. We rallied, we took my dad's phone, and for some reason his was working better. That hour was chaos, and I was getting so frustrated because I'm like, I cannot be at an event and just only take cash. This is 2024. We have to do electronic payments, but I have no way of doing an electronic payment. And I was trying to stay calm and not look visibly stressed. I don't know if I succeeded in that, but that's okay because we give ourselves grace, and the problem resolved itself. Shout out to my dad and my dad's phone. At Square, I have some beef with you, and at Venmo, I have some beef with you. So I want to talk about my best sellers at this festival compared to festivals that I've done before. So my best seller, always by far, is bandanas and coasters. That is my best seller online, in person. My plushies, like the stuffed animals, ended up doing really well. I expected that as well. I don't sell as many plushies like online as I do than when I'm at an in-person event. People come by with their children, or they have kids, or they want them for themselves and just can like to see it and hold it. I think in-person events lend much more towards selling stuffed animals. So I sold quite a few of those, which was awesome. And then honorable mentions, the painted glass did well. Those normally do good at in-person events, which is great. I love making those. And then my stickers did pretty good. The bookmarks did pretty good. And then I sold a few of the crochet plant pot with the fake plant. The other thing that did well was my candles. They are 100% soy, non-toxic candles, so they're not going to hurt your little ones or your animals, and they're also hopefully not going to give you a raging headache like some other candles do. Not trying to beef or throw shade at any other candles. I love a good cheap candle, but I don't love the migraine that I get 20 minutes after it starts burning. Candles did well, which was amazing. The scent sold out, which was a saltaire and sandalwood. That one's kind of like a fresh, beachy, but with a little bit of musk. I always want to say flavors. We're not eating the candles. They're non-toxic, but I do recommend that you not eat them. But the other scents did well too. So some of my like least sellers, things that I sold a little bit of, but weren't like a bestseller by any means, would be like my original art. So like my framed watercolor paintings. That makes sense because it's one of my more expensive items. My wall hangings didn't sell as much at this event. I had sold several at the last event that I did. So it's just funny how you never know what's gonna sell. Lastly, funny enough, my crochet bags, I sold a few. But I had done a market the week before this Festival of Leaves, and I had sold almost every single one of my crochet bags that I brought. So then I made like a bunch more to prep, as you saw, and then I sold a few of them, but not all of them by any means. So yeah, that was kind of like my best and least sellers. My goal for these markets at this point in my small business is I can walk away making $1,000. It feels like really worth it if I end up making $1,000. Anything less than that, of course, I am grateful for. Like, hear my heart here. If I walk away from an event with like a few hundred to like $500 plus, I'm grateful for all the support. I always am. And running a small business is a lot of work, and prepping for these in-person events, especially when I'm like hand making a lot of the stuff, it's a lot of time and effort. And so to walk away feeling like my time was worth the money that I made is something to be considered, of course. And at this event, I made, drum roll, literally $1,000. It was like almost like exactly $1,000. Amazing experience. I got to connect with a lot of people, which is always amazing. Felt so like showered with support, which just like fills my heart. And I made $1,000, which is awesome. If you're watching this video and you're thinking, I would love to like do an in-person event, I want to start a small business, do it, do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Back, oh, there's an Etsy order. I'm merely Pavlov's dog, drooling for the sound of my Etsy ding. Yeah. Thank you for all the support, all the kindness. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe to my channel for videos small business related. I'm trying to make this channel be all about my small business and what it looks like for me to run my small business. Thank you for watching my first YouTube video. It's great to have you here, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye.